Hi class, I'm going to show you how to use the XBRL Excel program. That's Extensible Business Reporting Language Excel program. So I'm using a Screencast-O-Matic, and the first thing that I have to do is go to a magazine, I think it's a blog, called The Street. So let's go over here to The Street, and within this particular blog, it's a newsletter. Within this particular newsletter, I need to go to the top stock picks. So I've wasted a little bit of time trying to navigate to that, so I give up. Let's just go to my PowerPoint presentation for XBRL, and we can get the link for it from there. So I go into Course Documents area of Blackboard, and then I select the XBRL PowerPoint that I prepared for you. Now, in this PowerPoint, I talk for a long time, but then I finally get to a link here. All right, so we've seen the street, the homepage for the street, the newsletter, and ultimately we want to go down here to the top rated stocks. So once we get to the top rated stocks, let's go to hotels and restaurants. And here we find hotels and restaurants. Maybe it's restaurants and hotels. Let's see. Oh, it's restaurants and hotels class. Okay, so we go to restaurants and hotels. And then our mission, should we decide to accept it tonight, is to decide which restaurants we're going to invest in. Because as I told you, you're a foodie with some money from a rich relative as a gift, and you're going to try your hand at investing. So we're going to take the 5 top stocks, but trust me, we're going to have to go all the way down to DPZ, Domino's, in order to find ones that are suitable for our purposes. So usually what I do is quickly write down the ticker symbols for all of these, and of course I've done that already. So now what we'll do is go into the XBRL Excel program. So on a new tab, we'll just type in XBRL Excel. And here we're going to log in. Now, if you're registering for the first time, all you have to do is put in an email address and a password that you select. I'm going to put in my email and password, and then I'm going to click on Login. But if it's your first time, you're just going to do the same kind of thing and click on Register. And lo and behold, I will be logged in and I can get started. So the first ticker symbol that I have from the 10 best restaurants is DRI. All right, and let's just put that in. So I put it in up here, DRI, and I press enter. And it gives me 2 choices. I'm going to pick Darden Restaurants, and I'll press enter again. And now I'm looking for a 10K that ends in December 31st of 2016. So I look down here for a 10K. So let's see, here's one for May of 2016. And then the next one comes in May of 2017. So DRI is not going to be helpful to our purposes. So the next one wasn't on the list, but it's McDonald's, MCD. So let's put that one in, MCD, and press enter. And now I'm looking for a 10K that ends in 1231, and this is good. So I click on that, the radio button, and then I click on Filing One. And we see that McDonald's shows up here, ready to be downloaded. So the next one that I had is ARMK. ARMK. And when I press enter, oddly enough, it says no matching companies. All right, let's go to the next one, and that's Starbucks. SUSBUX. And I press enter. And now I'm looking for a 10K that ends in December 31st. And I don't have one for 2016. So Starbucks isn't going to help us out. So let's go to the next one, which is Texas Roadhouse. TXRH. Enter. And again, I'm looking for, hey, here we go, finally, a 10K that ends in December. So I click on the radio button, and then I click on Filing To, and it loads it in there. Then we have Cracker Barrel, CBRL. Enter. And I'm looking for a 10K. So this one says July, the 10K. So that's not going to help us out. So let's go to QSR. And we want the restaurant one. I'm just going to pick the top one. And press enter. And the 10K comes in around the time period that we need it to be. And I click on Filing 3. Okay, and then I'm going to put in the next one, which is Ruth. And now the 10K for Ruth is in December. It's on Christmas Day. And that's going to be good enough for our purposes. So we'll save that. And finally, the last one that we're hoping works is DPZ. Pick that one. And now I go to, this one is New Year's Day. And I click on the radio button and then click on Filing 5. And we're good. So now what we can do is click this green button, XBRL Excel. So I'll just click on that, and the spinny thing starts to move up here at the top. And now it's going across the pond to jolly old England, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so then it says the file is ready, and we'll download the sheet. So click on this, and open the Excel file. Okay, it's over here loading, so all is well. Now, before I close this down, because I'm just going to put this file on Blackboard and we'll pick it up at this point together in class. But I just want to show you something. Let's go to the SEC filings, and that's www.sec.gov. And then we're going to go to something called Edgar, which is the program that lets us access the filing information. So what I want to go to is Edgar. This is the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission website, and I want to go to Edgar, which is where the filings are held. So click on Edgar, and then I'll put in the ticker symbol for McDonald's, MCD. Now, as I told you, all publicly traded companies are required to submit their filings in XBRL compliant format. So now I'm going to scroll down to the 10K here for McDonald's, and I'll click on Interactive Data, the blue button for Interactive Data. These are the XBRL filings. And then I'm going to pick Financial Statements, and from here I'll pick Consolidated Income Statement, and then I see that the total revenues for McDonald's in December are of 2016 are 24, and this is in millions, so 24,621 million. All right, I'm just going to copy this number and just hold it in on my clipboard for a few minutes. All right, let's go to the XBRL Excel download that we've just done. And after I click on this enable editing thing, it's going to refresh the page. And then the first one here is the McDonald's Corporation. And what's the revenue number? Well, I think it's good. It's exactly the same number that I just got from the SEC filings. So this is as of the 31st of December, the year 2016. So I had copied the number from the SEC filings. Let me just paste it here. And we see that this is the same number that we have up here, 24,621 million.9. So this is just to show you that the XBRL Excel download is accurate in terms of the numbers that are filed with the SEC. So class, I'm going to end the video right now and upload it to YouTube, and tomorrow when we are together in class we'll be able to do this together. All right, I'll just stop the